Imagine a time when the world felt slower, when Christmas wasn't measured by how many gadgets you could unwrap, but by the quiet magic that wrapped itself around every snow-dusted street and cozy living room. Picture children in thick woolen sweaters, cheeks pink from the cold, running through neighborhood yards that smelled of pine, wood smoke, and fresh-baked cookies. Radios played Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole, while parents carefully hung tinsel and ornaments that had been in the family for decades. There were no 24-hour toy stores or flashing holiday ads every 5 minutes, just small-town parades, local department store Santas, and the thrill of finding a hand-wrapped present under the tree. Today, Christmas often feels rushed, bright screens replacing candlelight, online shopping replacing bustling downtown windows. But for kids growing up in the 1960s, each holiday had a heartbeat of its own. Here, we'll take a warm journey back to the top 10 childhood Christmas memories kids from the 60s remember most, from traditions and treats to the small wonders that made the season unforgettable, and, in many cases, gone forever. 1. Handmade ornaments and paper chains. Before glitter-covered plastic took over, children made decorations themselves. Simple paper chains, salt dough ornaments, and colored popcorn strings adorned living rooms. It was a craft and a bonding ritual, siblings and parents laughing over crooked cuts and sticky fingers. Schools often held holiday craft days, showcasing a hallway of miniature trees and handmade wonders. These ornaments weren't perfect, but they carried personality, pride, and a touch of imperfection that felt human. Today, mass-produced decorations dominate, and few families spend an afternoon creating homemade sparkle. The charm of seeing a crooked star on the tree and knowing a child made it by hand is a memory many 60s kids hold close. 2. The department store Santa. Nothing captured holiday excitement like visiting the local department store to sit on Santa's lap. The smell of new leather shoes and polished floors mingled with pine-scented air, and children nervously whispered their wish lists. These Santas were often volunteers or local actors, fully embracing the magic of the season. Families would line up for hours, sometimes leaving with a hand-stamped toy catalog or a tiny peppermint stick. This tradition faded as shopping shifted online and big-box stores replaced downtown hubs. Yet the memory of nervously clutching your coat, eyes wide with wonder, and feeling as if Santa personally knew you, that remains a quintessential 60s Christmas moment. 3. Homemade holiday treats. Christmas in the 60s meant kitchens full of the aroma of gingerbread, sugar cookies, and fruitcake that only grandmothers could make taste just right. Kids learned to stir, roll, and sprinkle powdered sugar, sneaking bites as they worked. Holiday treats were gifts, too, often wrapped in wax paper and tied with string, passed to neighbors and relatives. Unlike store-bought sweets of today, these recipes had history and personality. Many families lost these baking traditions as time pressures increased and convenience foods emerged. But for those who remember, tasting a perfectly spiced cookie evokes entire afternoons of laughter, warmth, and the comforting hum of the oven. 4. Classic Christmas cartoons. Long before streaming, children huddled around black and white or color TVs to watch specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman. These programs aired once a year, turning living rooms into tiny theaters. Parents would pour cocoa while kids argued over which character was best, singing along to songs that would linger for decades. Limited airings made each cartoon feel like a rare treasure, an event to anticipate. Today, holiday shows are endless on-demand options, making them feel less magical. But 60s kids remember the excitement of waiting, the ritual of gathering, and the joy of seeing their favorite characters come alive on screen. 5. Outdoor snow play and sledding. If snow fell, it became an invitation to adventure. Neighborhood kids bundled in scarves and mittens raced down hills on sleds, made snow forts, and challenged each other to snowball fights. Parents called from windows, shouting warnings, but rarely stopped the fun. These moments weren't just play, they were social, a way to connect with friends and neighbors. Today, many children spend winters inside or on screens, with snow days less common in some regions. But for 60s kids, hearing the crunch of snow under boots and feeling icy wind on flushed cheeks is a vivid, unshakable memory, a simple joy that modern gadgets can't replace. 6. Holiday window displays. Walking downtown to see elaborately decorated department store windows was a rite of passage. Elaborate miniature scenes, mechanical toys, and sparkling lights created a sense of wonder and anticipation. Families strolled slowly, often sipping hot chocolate from thermoses, and children pressed faces to the glass in awe. These displays were community events, sometimes featuring local choirs or Santa meet and greets. While some stores maintain this tradition, many disappeared with suburban malls and online shopping. For kids of the 60s, the glow of a window display wasn't just decoration, it was storytelling, imagination, and a shared collective experience that marked the season. 7 holiday music on vinyl and radio before streaming playlists. Christmas songs came through vinyl records and AM radios. Bing Crosby's White Christmas and the festive harmonies of the Carpenters created a soundtrack that filled homes for weeks. Families danced around the living room or sang together in the kitchen, often improvising choreography. This music wasn't background noise. It was active, participatory, and tied to memory. Today, algorithms choose songs, and the ritual of gathering to play a single record is mostly gone. Yet, for children of the 60s, the crackle of vinyl and radio jingles evokes nostalgia, comfort, and a connection to family traditions that shaped their holidays. 8-letter writing to Santa. Every year, children carefully wrote letters to Santa, folded with precision, and often mailed or dropped them at special boxes in stores. Reading the letter was a magical act of hope and creativity, drawing pictures, listing gifts, and sometimes adding secret wishes. Parents saved these letters as keepsakes, a window into their child's imagination. Today, emails or online wish lists have largely replaced this ritual. The handwritten letters, with smudges of crayon and pencil, were tangible expressions of belief, anticipation, and innocence. Many 60s kids still remember the thrill of posting their letter, hoping that somewhere Santa really read it. 9 community caroling and church events. Caroling and attending local church pageants were cornerstones of the season. Neighborhoods echoed with familiar tunes, with children dressed as angels, shepherds, or tiny reindeer. Families mingled, shared cookies, and connected with neighbors, creating bonds beyond immediate relatives. These gatherings fostered a sense of community and shared celebration, emphasizing participation over consumption. Modern holidays often lack this neighborhood intimacy, replaced by private celebrations or commercial events. But for kids from the 60s, walking door to door singing Silent Night or seeing a live nativity scene was a highlight, a memory woven into the fabric of their childhood Christmases. 10. The thrill of unwrapping surprises. Finally, the unwrapping itself was a spectacle. Gifts weren't always expensive or elaborate. They could be a wooden train set, a hand-knitted scarf, or a simple book. Yet the magic came from anticipation, family rituals, and the delight of discovery. Children shook packages, guessed contents, and marveled at the creativity of wrapping paper, bows, and ribbons. Gifts were personal, often homemade, or chosen with thoughtfulness rather than trendiness. Modern holidays often blur into online orders and standardized packaging, losing the tactile, suspenseful joy. For 60s kids, that moment of tearing paper, seeing a familiar smile as a gift was revealed, and sharing a laugh or hug afterward is a memory they treasure, still warming hearts decades later. As we look back, it's clear that progress brought convenience, abundance, and new experiences, but it also swept away some of the small, delicate joys that defined childhood Christmases in the 1960s. Homemade ornaments, department store Santas, neighborhood sledding, and handwritten letters were more than traditions. They were rituals that taught patience, creativity, and community. The faint crackle of a record, the smell of cookies baking, and the laughter echoing in freshly fallen snow created a tapestry of memory that modern technology struggles to replicate. Yet, remembering these moments is also a celebration. They remind us of the warmth, simplicity, and human connection that made holidays special. Maybe your family still carries some of these traditions, or maybe you'll recreate them for a new generation. Share your memories in the comments. What did Christmas feel like for you as a child? And if you enjoyed this little trip back in time, consider subscribing to my small channel for more nostalgic journeys into the past.